Rider with you.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here, coming at you with a little bit of a different style of a Lightning Collection review. Usually I'm in my review station with the first-person view, but I decided, let's make this a third-person action-adventure. No, I wanted to just try this different format, sometimes maybe just for fun. Let me know what you guys think of it, where I kind of talk like this, intercutting some footage of me going over the figure. You know, I have the figures in the background, because obviously today, if you clicked on this, you know the review is for effectively version 2.0 of our Lightning release for MMPR Black Ranger, as we had the original release with the Zack head and the old helmet, and we have a new updated one. And I thought this format might be fun for this because it's kind of a different one to talk about since you're kind of reviewing a 2.0 of the same figure. So effectively, there are two major differences with this figure, one of which, of course, is the helmet. They have the updated version of the helmet. They have updated a few of the MMPR helmets that had kind of crappy early molds, such as this one, red and blue. I actually didn't realize how bad blues was at the time, but yeah, it's nice to have them updated because I was disappointed in how inaccurate, like red, they've always had spotty times with throughout history, but especially for the Black Ranger one because it's my personal favorite suit of the original ones. And so I was disappointed that the original one didn't have a nice head sculpt, and they updated it with the metallics ones, and now this one has the updated one, and it is much better. It's still not a perfect figure. I mean, the base of it is basically the same general mold we get for a lot of these. It's overall solid with the same articulation you usually get, you know, that you're used to seeing from Lightning figures. The proportions in the helmet and the body aren't exactly 100%, but nothing that's a deal breaker. But the helmet absolutely is great. It's definitely one of the better ones that I've seen for the Black Ranger in general, and as it's one of my favorite suits, I'm personally happy to have it, but it might not necessarily be, well, necessary for everybody. The other major difference is this includes an Adam head from about Season 2, I believe, and not a Zack head, so that kind of depends on what's important to you about this figure. You know, it kind of sucks that if you want both a accurate helmet for the Black Ranger and a Zack figurehead and you don't really care about Adam or don't want Adam, then you have to buy both or do something else, or, you know, there's other figures with Adam head, so I don't know, but that does kind of suck. The other difference is it does include this special gadget from the show instead of the power axe, which was included with the original release right there, as well as, you can see him really nice and blurry back there, as well as I think the metallic one had it, so you have that instead. I'm going to be honest, as someone who watched the show and has seen every episode probably multiple times since I was younger, I don't even remember this gadget. I think they just made it up. It looks like just a weed whacker. Like, not like a weed whacker, but like the weed things where they shoot it with the poison. I don't know why I'm talking so much about the weed whacker, but also Whacker Wilson. Point is, I feel like I'm on the fence about this thing. Like, on one hand, it's kind of nice that, like, between the Adam head and this weird gadget that they thought, hey, how can we, like, make this a better, like, new purchase for people that are double dipping? But at the same time, it's like they're also kind of forcing you to double dip if you're a completionist. And it also sucks for people that, like, never got a Black Ranger figure and are getting this one now and might want a power axe and either have to go without or figure out another way to get it, like picking up that one or the metallic figure and then have to double dip anyway, or maybe find somebody on eBay that's selling weapons. It's just kind of like whatever. I'm gonna be honest, for me personally, even though I'm double dipping, I would have been fine with it just including another power axe. I would have no problem with that. I would almost prefer that. You know, it would probably cost more money to include both. I mean, they're charging more for the Lightning Collection nowadays as is. Can't we get the axe and the weed whacker? I mean, just take out the dumb lightning parts. I don't care about them. Then we can get the weed whacker too. I don't know why I'm still calling it the weed whacker. Anyway, point is, those are the differences. But overall, it is a solid update. Whether or not it's worth it to upgrade is really up to your preferences. If you don't care so much about the fully accurate head and you don't care so much about the civilian heads, then maybe you don't need to pick this up right now. But if you do want the updated head and you already have the power axe, it is, in my opinion, a significant like head upgrade. Like, that sounds weird. The point is that sometimes you'll see updates to helmet sculpts or head sculpts that are very minor, but this one is definitely noticeable and far more accurate. It just, I mean, this is not really helping you advice-wise, but it just really depends on what you want for the figure. But I will say that the helmet at least is worth it. It does kind of suck you don't get the power axe and stuff, but yeah. That's about it for this one, guys. Let me know what you think of this format. I don't think I would necessarily always review Lightning Collection figures like this, but once in a blue moon when I had kind of a unique case like this where it's like a reissue sort of type deal or, you know, a renewal version where, you know, I don't necessarily have as much to talk about, it could be fun to do it in this format, and I feel like it can be a little more animated here because literally you can see my face. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for my videos. Dawson Rider, signing out.